Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Wantless, where our friends are paying more attention than we are and figuring out what's going on and setting traps. And honestly, God bless them, because I don't know that I would have thought of that. So, obviously, we did not succeed, and we didn't succeed last time by a pretty healthy margin. There was a lot of health left on that enemy. Before trying any really drastic changes, we did have, from leveling up previously, we did have a fair amount of discipline left. So I went through and replaced, in most of the places where we still had strike 3s, I replaced them with strike 4s. That should be helpful. The only really meaningful change I made, aside from that, was taking the gust off of the rod and putting demolish on it instead. I don't believe that he had anything saying he was like any explicit invulnerability to stun. I'm assuming something will stop me from just holding him in place by stunning him every single turn after placing the rod. We'll see what happens, but I wanted to at the very least test this. I think there's very good odds that it's just going to turn out he's totally immune, but like I say, it's worth a shot, I think. So let's take these skills in there, try a little bit harder to play the ranger in such a way that he gets to stick around, because I think a big part of what happened last time was that the ranger was dying a lot. And yeah, let's just give it a go, shall we? All right. Counting on you, I know. All right, we know that. Listen, we know the dialogue. It's the strategy that eludes. I have, like, moderate hopes for this one. I always want to call her Pong. I don't know why. All right, enough chatting.
Guilty.
Enough chatting. It's time to shout guilty at each other. Okay, so I can cast you out 4 tiles, and at this range, it does hit him, right? So I guess I'm going to do that before I do anything else. We'll step up so that I am in range of it, and then I have 2 and 2 left, so I guess let's go. Let's get the bombardier out. I guess maybe what I should be doing is trying to set things, make things a little bit more offset for me, because we know he has that attack. Please no lethal. Okay. All right. People are surviving. Well, it did at the very least interrupt his targeted attack. Something to be said for that. Alright, let's get the ranger in position to harm him. Get the dart up, and then, yeah, walk until I'm off axis with everybody. And let's see what happens. He did apparently take the stun. You can see it there on his bar. Okay, so he's not stunned this turn, although he is still dazed. Okay, when he gets stunned, he becomes immune to stun for 5 turns. But listen, if we can have him stunned 20% of the time, that feels pretty significant to me. Let's hit him with one of these, and then you have 4 AP already. I mean, I definitely want to feed everybody at least 2 more, right? The question is, like, is it beneficial for me to go all the way? Like, the difference between 5 AP for my guys and And 5 AP for him is also interesting because I mean, it mostly means that my dudes will stockpile. Yeah, I'm really not sure what the right thing to do is here. And I kind of don't want to change my position too much. I guess I'm gonna walk to here and then just throw a couple punches. All right, so 5 AP means you fire off and you get to stockpile. But maybe we should just throw 3 more punches. Like the Lost Ranger doesn't get full value out of all that, but it's 2 extra attacks from the rogue, it's an extra attack from the rod, and like this is the moment to really just stack it all the way up. It is going to mean that he is going to do a lot of horrifying damage. But I think I'm okay with it. I think we really want to lay it on now, like this moment where we have him. I am unfortunately slightly outside of barrier range at this moment, and that is making me nervous, if I'm honest. 814 damage. Not bad. Okay, so here comes the soul screen. That's a problem. Alright, a quick cheeky devastate here. I am not going to be able to get in range to harm that thing. I am going to be in range to enjoy the honesty. If I go here, I'm lining myself up. I guess, like, actually what I should do is try to cross, right? Because this way I'm not in the column or row with anybody. Poor Rod can't really do anything other than the obvious things. Appreciate everybody staying out of column and row with me.
Guilty.
Okay, you show those squares who's boss. Oh, that's no good. Remember how I'm supposed to be protecting that? Okay, cull those close. This is the attack that hits the column and row. So I probably don't need to do too much here to prevent, you know, the bad thing. It would be really great if I could be the one to break this so that everybody else could just focus up. So I'd have to move to here. Yeah, that works. Move to here for everybody's safety, and then... Oh, right, this thing's actually really tough. In that case, yeah, move to here for violence reasons. Because we actually do have to put it on, like, in a pretty serious way. Holy hell, that thing's got a lot of HP. I did not remember this being so tough.
Undeserving.
Oh, I thought cull those close. I'm getting 2 of his attacks confused. Cull those aligned. Okay. Similar but different. From nothingness, we got a bunch of summoned devoid. Okay, well. It's time to start resummoning. This is pretty bad. This is pretty, we're gonna lose a lot of people. I guess I want to summon the rogue and the bombardier. Because that way I have enough AP to step off axis with the rod. Does a shit ton of damage to me, and there's nothing I can do about it. All right, let's get the ranger out here as well. These things have 1 AP each. So I can build up my squad a little bit with some free strikes there. And then yeah, we can take advantage of a little bit of asymmetry, which is cool. I guess I could step once, maybe? The best thing would be for me to throw another punch, but I don't have a target for another punch. Honestly, maybe I need to spend 2 AP on this just because I'm so close to dead. I guess I'm going to get a barrier here, so maybe it's not so bad. But this is feeling much further from where we need to be, right? I feel like this battle is actually going worse than the first one. Really? That's who you're targeting? Okay. Did you just move into the area of the attack that we know is coming? Why would you? What would compel you to do such a thing? All right. If I'm not mistaken, he's going to get stunned this turn. Yeah. So this is a good turn to actually just like lay into him, right? The devastate's not going to happen. So just get Fragilize up and wail on him. And I know it doesn't look like much, but every little bit. Especially relative to the damage our friends are doing. It really doesn't look like much. Oh, interesting. Okay, so if we can bait him into the truth, he gets a stack of brittle, which seems like it's probably going to be a pretty big deal, actually. All right, heal self enough to attempt to survive an attack sometimes. Do one of those, and then, like, I would like to spend 4 more. So it's like punch, punch, blink, maybe? Or it's blink and walk some. Like, I want to be further away from him. Yeah, the brittle seems like it's really important. So trying to move the fight to the center early while not actually getting Pum's wants in the line of fire is maybe going to be critical. So I want to move further away, but I want to maintain position within the barrier. I think I'm just going to teleport and not give him any more AP. The rogue's already maxed out. You won't get to fire everything, which is a shame. But I don't want him having 8 AP either, right? I don't know. Maybe that's wrong. And this time he summoned some little friends, and killing them has given us enough awareness that we can res up at least once more. So that's helpful. Okay, hold those close. Remember the differences. Also, remember how likely this is to actually just completely kill my ass. Man, this deception has 8,000 health. Must you? So I think if I move here, well, here might be safe. I'm gonna try it like this. Because obviously I still want to be getting the barrier, right? So I'm trying to find, like, what's a spot that I don't think will fuck up my whole team, but will still let me get some help, because I'm going to need some help very badly.
Undeserving.
Okay, yeah, that was not so bad. That sucks. Alright, now we have Call Those Aligned, which I'm pretty sure is just going to kill me no matter what. Let's throw you down here. Lost Ranger as well. Gonna need to shield myself, so I may as well shield you on top of it, or like... No, I think I'm dead if I don't shield, and I think they're all dead if I do shield. Yeah, it's just not enough shielding is the problem. Alright, so I have to step one. I have to. And then at that point, it's like... Do you throw the extra punch? I think the answer is no. I don't need to give them the 8th AP, and it doesn't actually increase the effectiveness of any of our people. And the rogue is already tapped up, so... Or topped up, rather. Yeah, I think this just kills me, and that's as it is. I did line up with the enemy here, so I'm curious. Okay, it does. It does hit the enemies. Oh, and it narrowly didn't kill me. That's fun. Okay, Fade is going to be less effective than he would like because I applied the mark. And more darkness. More darkness is coming. Okay, then that stun went on. So... Look at the tiny little sliver of that boss's health that I'm doing with this attack. I am not the carry on this team. Alright, give us 4 more AP. Well... I can step over here. We can Buckler Ripple. That gives me a little bit of survivability. And then I think I want to teleport over to Honesty Town. That gives y'all full. He's stunned, so it doesn't matter that he's on full. I could take one step. I'm gonna step to the corner on the logic that if he teleports to me to reality scratch me while I'm in the corner, he can't hit Pum's Wants. Although I guess it doesn't really matter. And everybody's already full AP anyway. Alright, pretty good damage. I don't think the stun's even relevant. I think that guy's just dead. Which means the stun will hit the boss instead. No, sorry, he's still unyielding. He is still not stunnable from last time. Hooray!
Anti-values.
Oh. Okay, you have formed up. I see. Hey, that's problematic. I need you to not do that shit. No longer unyielding, though. No. Alright, so we do have a Call Those Aligned coming out. Why is the Ghoulish Lost Ranger's cooldown so fucking long? Okay, so Bombardier. Here, I suppose, is fine. Rogue, there. I should have done those in the other order. That was not smart. Heal self. I don't think I am going to spend the Awaken. You're still unyielding, so Call Those Aligned is going to happen. And it's going to hit me so hard I am dead. There's no way to align with him without aligning with friendlies, important friendlies. So the only thing to do is like walk all the way over here. And then, yeah, I can't even throw a punch. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead in a way that is not avoidable. But we do have the resources to come back to life. Oh, Call Those Aligned got wider. Interesting. Alright, we can honk this. Not a big deal. I think, unfortunately, he has teleported out of stun range. Very unfortunate. If I flick him, he's going to end up way off in the middle of nowhere. You're not currently aiming. Honestly, I don't think the flick is bad. He took the wound damage every step of that, which is fun. Although, were I a smarter player, I might have trauma missiled him first, you know? Okay, you ate all the darkness because you are a fool. Playing safe? Question mark? I mean, I'm not trying to play it safe. Hold on a second. Playing safe? I hit you on my last turn. I'm assuming this is a punishment for starting my turn too far away from him, but like, that's bullshit. Alright, I may need to bring it in a little bit. I need him to get hit. This Horror Rod only has 2 turns left on it anyway. Let's put up the Ranger. I'm going to mostly try to cast them outside of the area. I want to put the Rod inside the area. Well, the Rod... I don't know if the Rod would deal damage to Pum's Wants or shield, but I don't want to try to find out right now. Alright, then I have to teleport out or I'm almost certainly dead. I'm almost certainly dead, no matter what. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, well, in the Rogue's absence, I have 2 pillars up, and that's fine, I guess. Oh, come on with the reality scratch. We were actually fairly close, I think, there. Once the form transition happens, reality scratch being a 5-tile cone. Yeah, I don't know how to deal with that. Also, just like the fact that he has a free teleport, so there's no way to limit the damage he can deal to you, is hugely problematic. And it hits through barriers. Like if you have a barrier on, he just disregards it entirely. I do not know what to do about that. I do like the stun. I think the stun's very good. Okay, how are we going to modify things to make that work? Obviously, I could buy some more green onks. I suppose at that price, I really oughta. That's true. Disarm exists. We could try disarm. Does... Shoot, I've already forgotten the... Not patience, sorry. Entities. Okay, we'll get another research level off of facing him again. Yeah, Reality Scratch deals very high damage of all types. I think what's happening is that the different damage types are all processed as different hits. And so one of them breaks the barrier and then the others, you still take a very large amount of damage because your barrier is canceling like a seventh of the attack or whatever. I guess this game only has 3 damage types. So much of our gear is tied up in the extra discipline. Like if I wanted to make any gear changes to affect our health, it would be so incredibly expensive in terms of skills that we would have to redesign, effects that we would have to lose. And we're not that far off. I do wonder what happens when you run out of onks, because there's a very limited number of onks made available to you. And we're not even advancing, right? We're not even advancing. We're not like getting partial XP or anything. I guess the deal is we could back off. Let's give it one more swing with the setup we have now. And if we don't get it, I think we can probably drive the boat back upriver and get a little stronger, stockpile some better crosses, and then come back here and give it a go with some more strength. We shall see. All right.
Guilty.
We are aware of some tricks now. We definitely want to try to keep the fight in the center a little bit more. It's dangerous because we have to protect Pum's wants, but at the same time, being able to get a couple stacks of that honesty buff on him, or debuff rather, from his perspective, would be really huge. So I'm going to do something a little different for the first turn. Yep, and I intentionally did that separated so that he wouldn't be able to hit our other stuff. And then he hits me with a cull those close. It's okay. It's not a big deal. We definitely want the ranger. Okay, I'll put the ranger like here. Put the rogue down just right next to him. Or I'll put the rogue down in a position to receive a barrier. No, I'll just put the rogue down right next to him. Let's get the damage, right? And then I have to spend 3 AP moving away. It could be a teleport. I could like teleport to here and then step to this tile, I think. Anyway, that's... The honesty is going to get hit, isn't it?
Undeceiving.
Yeah, alright. Well, that sucks pretty bad. Okay, here we are on Cull Those Aligned. That's a thing we can deal with. Let's summon you. I'd like to make it back to there. Cull Those Aligned is just going to kill me, right? Like, I don't think I can stop it. Even with the shields and stuff. I guess if I moved such that it got barriered. But I want to be aligned with him. No, if I move in so it gets barriered. I don't actually even have to move in. If I wanted to get barriered, I could just stand right here. But then he's going to hit me for, 6 reality scratches afterward, I suppose. Well, whatever. I'm committing. That's right. If he kills me, he won't, well, he won't be killing me, though. Did you have to move into it? Why would you move into it? It's not like there are flanking bonuses in this game. It's my AI companions literally just trying their absolute hardest to get killed. Now I die. And we take the Ankh. I did get him to teleport into the Honesty, which is great news. He's not in the stun, but there's only so much I can do about that. My rogue did survive, actually. Heal self, put up thorns? And then, the question... Well, no, it wouldn't matter. I cannot back up. What's going to make sense to do here? Maybe just punch him twice. This is not... It doesn't feel like it's going all that well, if I'm honest. It feels like a pretty rough start. The fact that we are having so much trouble getting him to stand in the stun hurts, but the fact that we're going to get the very first Honesty on him, I think is pretty helpful. He sure is hitting her a lot, though. Okay. Yeah, this is where we're going to lose this, is him hitting Pums Wants too much. It's a challenging trade-off. Because you want to be close enough that he's taking the Honesty, but it's very, very difficult to do that and not just get a bunch of damage out there for free. Alright, you're gonna manage to get out of your trouble. Unfortunately, the rod is not in a good spot. Well, it did just die. So I guess we get to recast it. That's fun. Wow, 1,000 damage. Okay, that's not very good. Okay, perhaps this is enough actions for a single turn. if I'm standing right here, all those close will hit the enemies and not our friends. And I think that's actually going to work. I hope so. All right, the rogue unmade himself on the darkness stacks, as he tends to do. He seems to love it.
Undeserving.
I need him to summon lots of shitty little minions so that I can get my stuff back, my awareness, my awakenedness. Let's go rogue up here. Actually, pretty close to that kill. But 645 is I can't make it happen myself. I give myself a very small amount of protection and then throw a couple of punches, maybe make it happen a little earlier. You're already... You know what? I'm not going to attack anymore. Right now... Ah, shoot. I was going to say he won't be able to reality scratch me twice, because he'll have to move. But that's right, he gets a free teleport every turn, so... Oh, maybe his teleport costs one. I don't believe so, but maybe. It seemed to that time. It usually doesn't, though, that's for sure. So this is call those aligned. I mean... No, I'm just done for. I took too much damage too quickly here. The pillar never getting stuns off really didn't help. I might be able to very narrowly survive, maybe. Oh no, I don't have my shield. I was gonna say I'd have to heal and shield though. You get dazed, which is something. No, you don't. You get everything else. The daze does not occur. Because you're alert. Alright, well at least my bots get to hit him a bunch before the game ends. Or before the attempt ends. This bombardier is not earning his keep. Goodbye, my own face. Yep, end operation. So yeah, if we are allowed to sail back, and I sure hope we are, then that's what we got to do. We just got to strengthen a little bit. I don't think I'm quite there yet. I think if I had to do it like 100 times, I do think I'd get there. Because we had an attempt that was pretty close already. Spreading is pretty cool. Here's the disarm. Something we should probably have, but I think unyielding has disarm on it, right? It prevents stun and disarm. Okay, we get to see the stats of his teleport. It looks like it maybe takes 1 AP, not 0. Yeah, and it is always a tile adjacent to me, no matter no matter the distance, and it has 0 cooldown. So he is always going to get adjacent to me for 1 AP at the beginning of every turn. If he wants to. He has the ability to, I should say. Alright. Yeah. Am I allowed to sail back? Okay, yeah. I think this is the move. We just have to back off and get stronger. I need to spend some time unlocking some more things, buying some more items, and stuff. Ooh, a telepathic connector that also gives 9% shielding. I mean, it's an upgrade. I don't know if it's enough upgrade for the amount of shards they want for it. If I'm not mistaken, this is a better value than our current cure. It's fairly close to the best values you could get here. Well, I guess the low end is really low. But our current cure 4, the one that's actually plugged into that thing, is 302 to 402. It does lower the cost of the discipline it's in by 5%. I don't think that really matters. That's not even the right thing. Yeah. Give me that. Let's reforge that right now before I forget. I could also re-roll this one, but that seems like something of a pain. Okay, the cost changes. Pretty negligible. Is there... do I have another, like, barrier? I do. Barrier would make it too expensive. Alright, that's fine. We'll keep our heal a heal. So that's discipline weight 6. Yeah, this is a really, really cheap one. I'm kind of thinking, like, it feels a little bad to have the single thing on our bar, and wouldn't it be nice to just, like, merge it with the buckler ripple or something? But it's not gonna work. Their bases are way too different in terms of discipline weight. All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just call it here. This is a little bit early, but I'm demoralized. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take on some patience. We're gonna strengthen. We're going to figure out a plan. I think like a couple more points for our mind tree will do some major good for us. So come back next time for that, and eventually we will be headed back to M1 kind. It seems important, but yeah, this stuff first. So come back for that, and we'll see you then.